Hey Pumpkins! So, as you're probably aware, Josh Duggar was arrested and has been charged with some very naughty things. Content warning, I am going to be talking about CP, SA, and DV. So if these are things that are triggering to you, you may want to skip this episode. I don't want to talk about Josh as much as I want to talk about Anna. And I think everybody feels badly for Anna right now. Or some people believe she's an enabler, but I feel badly for her, and most people are feeling badly for Anna right now. And I think we have to think about things a little bit differently if we want to want the best for her. She has stuck by her husband through a lot of crap, and a lot of that isn't necessarily because of things that are healthy, but because of her spiritual leanings. I do believe that the IBLP, the Institute for Basic Life Principles, the writings and teachings of Bill Gothard are ACULT. I can't say that word on YouTube. But it seems very clear, and even the IFB, the Independent Fundamentalist Baptists, seem to also fall under that umbrella as of a destructive CULT in accordance with what is known as the BITE model. The BITE model was a classification system standing for behavior control, information control, thought control, and emotion control. And in running through the BITE model, which is made by a man named Stephen Hassan, the IBLP and the IFB do qualify as a CULT. Yes, I'm saying a lot of letters. This does not mean that all Baptists are in a CULT. This does not mean that all Southern Baptists are in a CULT. This does not mean that all Christians are in a CULT. But it does mean that the Duggars do qualify for being a part of a CULT. And it is one that is very patriarchal and one that can be very destructive. They have an image on their show, 19 Kids and Counting, that is incredibly curated, so we don't see the behind-the-scenes stuff that is quite toxic. With Anna being a part of this, these are arranged marriages, and women are discouraged from getting any sort of education or from getting any sort of career experience. So they are encouraged to have as many children as possible. Now, I'm not bashing large families. I think that being a part of a large family doesn't necessarily equate to being dysfunctional. There was a YouTuber I watched the other day. I can't remember who it was, and I'm so sorry. If you contact me, I will link your channel below. She was saying that she was part of a family of 15 and that she had a beautiful, happy childhood. So I'm not going to immediately assume that because someone has a large family that they are dysfunctional. However, I do think that when you take away a woman's ability to support herself and then force her through virtue signaling to have a large family, it makes it a lot more difficult to escape. And we're seeing this in a lot of the polygamous families, and if you've seen the show Escaping Polygamy, it's a lot easier to leave when you've got 2 children as opposed to when you have 10 children, if you are trying to escape a toxic situation. So Anna and Josh have 6 kids together. They're expecting their 7th. And a lot of people are saying that Anna is trapped, Anna is stuck, Anna can never get a job, Anna can never support her kids. And I don't necessarily agree with that. Anna right now is actively in a CULT, and I think that we need to remember that her staying with Josh isn't just influenced by her religion, but it's also influenced by her in-laws, because that arranged marriage took place shortly after Josh Duggar was accused of doing some naughty things to his sisters and to the babysitter. And it was kind of trying to create this curate this wholesome image around Josh. So with him being charged with these terrible things of images of childhood essay, this video is probably not going to get monetized anyway, but I'm going to try to keep it clean. Jim Bob and Michelle, they have an interest in keeping Josh and Anna together for Josh's image. And so I think that it's not just the influence of the IBLP, which does strongly discourage divorce, but also Jim Bob and Michelle's influence. Anna does have siblings, and she does have support from some of these siblings. I believe her older brother's name is David. I'm not sure on that. He has offered to help her and to support her while she gets back on her feet after she leaves Josh. I believe her sister Priscilla is still involved with the IBLP. Her younger brother Nate is married to Nuri from the Rodriguez clan, so Joe Rodriguez and all them. And I believe she also has a sister, I want to say Suzanne, but I'm not sure about that, who has left the quivering lifestyle. So there's some support out there, and I think that what needs to happen isn't just Anna getting a divorce, but also having a deconstruction of the toxic beliefs that she's been fed. So how that's going to happen, I'm not sure. But I think those two things need to go hand in hand, and for that to happen, first there needs to be separation, like physical, keeping Anna away from the Duggars, and not really ethical to do to an adult. So I'm hoping that she's staying far away from social media. I mean, I'd like if she saw this, but because I have some ideas for her. And is able to stay with family that is not the Duggars, not her in-laws, and process some of this stuff. I would like for her to talk to even Jill about her experiences, and Jill's talked a lot about her deconstruction experiences, and even Ginger has said that no form of childhood essay or CP are ever tolerable, and she hopes that justice prevails. So she hasn't said outright that Josh is guilty, but basically, she is condemned the actions if they are true. And I was surprised to see that Jim Bob and Michelle have basically, for the first time, because usually they're all, Josh is the golden child, and they've supported him, and they're not saying he's innocent. They're saying that the truth will come out and justice will prevail. And I don't think they're standing by their golden child as much as they have in the past. Now, if he ever gets released, because I do think that there's going to be some sort of plea deal going on, of Josh giving some information that would lead to him getting a decreased sentence, whether it is other people who are providing the CP, or whether that is financial stuff with his dad. I do think there's going to be some sort of plea deal going on. But even still, Josh is not going to be allowed to live with his kids. He's not going to be allowed to be around his family. So do I think that Anna will divorce him? Eventually, yes. I don't think that's going to happen right away. I think that she's clinging very tightly to her beliefs and to her in-laws right now. And I know her in-laws are in Texas doing some sort of IBLP thing, but excuse me. I do think that there's hope for her, and everyone says, well, she has no work experience, she has no life experience, she has no job experience, she has no education. We're forgetting, though, that her in-laws made millions because they had a large family. And as a result of Anna marrying the oldest of these children, she is a D-list celebrity, and she could very easily make a six-figure living as a social media influencer. And she could just have a family vlog and talk about crafts and talk about baking and talk about time management and talk about homeschooling if that's what she chooses to do for her kids. So there's there's plenty of opportunity on Instagram and on YouTube for Anna to make a career and to make a living. Anna has a warm personality. She's likable. She's quite warm, and she's gorgeous. She's a very beautiful woman, and really could make a name for herself on YouTube and doing some fashion modesty and lots and lots of different things that she could do that's in line with her values, but also not a part of her values necessarily. So not talking about her religious views, which I think would not fly well on social media. But I think generally, like, of the Duggar in-laws, she's one of the more liked, and people do feel terrible for her. Though I have different religious views from her. If she had a channel about crafting or gardening, or I would love if, oh my goodness, so Jana Duggar is quite talented at gardening and home design, and if Jana and Anna Home Design had a YouTube channel, I'd watch it. I'd absolutely watch it. I think it would be amazing, and they could decorate houses, and that'd be a lot of fun. So there's hope for her, and I think that I don't know if Anna would pursue this, but there would be a lot of money for Anna to write a tell-all Duggar book, and if she got that money and managed it well, that could absolutely last her for the rest of her life if she invested that well. Anna is also she's not that old. I should have Googled how old she was before I filmed this, but Josh is 33, so I'm assuming Anna is late 20s, early 30s. She could still go back to school. She was probably homeschooled, I don't know for sure, but I know her parents are deeply involved in the IBLP. So, she could get a GED, she could go to college or take something part-time online. There are no limits for her. She's young, she's sweet, she's pretty. From what I see, she's not a Rhodes Scholar, but she's articulate enough, and if she worked hard, she could do well in school. I'm not going to call her a bimbo airhead. I think she could make it, and she could be and do whatever she wants if she leaves. People say things like, "Oh, her purpose in life is just to be a helpmeet and to pop out kids," and no, that's the purpose that the CULT has brainwashed her into believing. That is not her purpose. Her purpose is what she decides it's going to be. And there are no limits to what Anna Duggar can accomplish. So I think I would love for her to, because everyone's saying poor Anna right now, and I do believe, poor Anna. She probably was in a DV with Josh, even if it wasn't physical, we don't know. It certainly was financial DV. It certainly was not healthy. We don't know what's going on, and that would be up to Anna to write her tell-all book, which I'd buy it. And I think that a lot of viewers of my channel and many, I think that Anna writing a book, that would be a bestseller, and especially if Anna's able to deconstruct from the cult, CULT, I'm not supposed to say it. Hopefully YouTube will miss that one. There's so much potential for her to help other people too. I could see Anna being a social worker and helping people who are in a deconversion process from a toxic CULT environment. So yeah, let's not count Anna out. I think that right now she is a victim, but I don't think that she needs to be forever. And I would love for her to be the survivor, and for her to have instead of a victim story, a victor story, and be a victor and have a victory story. So those are my thoughts on Anna Duggar. If you would like to hear more from a Not a Duggar commentary channel, I might do a tarot reading on Anna or Josh later on. Not sure yet, but yeah, please do subscribe. I would love to have you on my channel. I welcome people who are different. I welcome discussion. My only rule is don't be a dick. and I'd love to have you here. I am a professional tarot reader, and if you'd like to book a reading, you can book a reading below. I'm going to sneeze one moment. Excuse me. And my website below, which is www.carolinironwill.com. If you found value from this video and you would like to donate to my channel, you can buy me a coffee or buy my puppy Merlin, A-T-R-E-A-T. Can't say that because he's nearby. But the link for that is below. Okay, pumpkins. Wash your hands, wear a mask, stay safe, stay 6 feet away from anyone you don't live with. Get vaccinated. I am so looking forward to not saying that anymore. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you. I'm doing a live stream tonight at 7. Okay, bye, pumpkins.